Hello guys, welcome back to the Laker family. I'm going to dive into what happened tonight with the Lakers losing to the Denver Nuggets in a heartbreaking loss. It's not as heartbreaking of a loss as it was for the Denver Nuggets last game when they lost us on Anthony Davis game-winning three. But nevertheless, it was still heartbreaking in the sense of we had a game to steal there at the end, and we just ran out of gas. We just completely ran out of gas. I'm not going to absolve the Lakers for lackluster effort, throughout the majority of the game because it was piss poor. It was. To be honest with you, I was falling asleep. I want to say probably midway through the second quarter and the third quarter. I was just like this, laid out on the couch watching the game like this. That's how I was watching the whole second and third quarter. So it was lifeless, very lifeless on the Lakers' part. No effort, no killer will. Maybe they should have continued to wear the Mamba jerseys to muster that energy, that Kobe energy, something, because that wasn't it. That effort we showed up with tonight, it wasn't it. I was going to even cut the game off early in the fourth quarter and just go ahead and start the video because that's how bad the Lakers were playing. They had not shown me anything up to that point that they were willing to fight. And as soon as I got ready to set up everything, here the Lakers come roaring back on a run. I want to say spearheaded a lot by Rondo. Rondo was the heart and soul of that run. He created a lot of turnovers. He had like back-to-back steals, got us out on fast breaks, and also Frank Vogel had started calling us to do a zone in that fourth quarter, which really helped confuse the Denver Nuggets and what they were trying to do. It stifled them for a good minute there. Before, like I want to say around the 3-minute mark, before the Nuggets finally started picking their rhythm back up and eventually took back control of the game. And we just we ended up looking gas too at that point. Like we spent so much energy in that flurry comeback. It was like a 14-2 run, 18-4, something like that. And you could just tell we used up every bit of our juice just to even get back in that game, to not have nothing left. But the thing about it is, we would have never been at that point if the Lakers played with that same energy throughout the whole game, which wasn't there. Jokic killed us tonight. He picked up where he left off from that fourth quarter of last game. I mean, the guy's a beast, man. The people that doubts this guy or, tries to make fun of his game just because of the way he looks, they're sadly mistaken. This guy deserves to be mentioned as a top 3 center in this league, and he's doing this against a Lakers team who has 3 7-footers capable of defending the best in this league. So kudos to Jokic. There's no love lost here. There's no hate. I'm going to congratulate the man on a great game. He ended up with 22 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. What more can you ask for from him? He's like a floor general type of big man. One of the best passing big men I've seen in a while, probably that I've ever seen. So yeah, he definitely deserves this spot as a top 3 big man. I have no ill will towards the Nuggets because they're a very well-mannered, well-coached team. They never once came out bragging like how the Clippers did all year, that they're the best, this, that, and they don't roll like that. They put their hard hat on, they come out and they fight. The only person I would say is close to a showboater a little bit is Jamal Murray. He's always been that way. In fact, he's probably been worse. Laker fans know this very well. How he used to kind of make fun of Lonzo or whatever. He used to do some kind of unsportsmanlike things at the end of games and all that kind of stuff. But he's cleaned that up a little bit, Reese, as of late. But you know, he still has this little showboat type of moments here and there, but nothing too egregious. But other than that, man, you can't hate on that team, and we can't expect to go win every single game as well. It just wasn't our night. Up until the when they tried to make that run like the 8-minute mark in the fourth quarter, it just was not our night. It wasn't. We were turning the ball over. We were missing easy shots. Guys were our guards were dying on pick and roll screens, like easily just running into them and falling, slipping, and then the Denver Nuggets guys would pop wide open for open threes. It was all bad. The defense had looked atrocious. Really, the first quarter and the whole in the whole third quarter, all that in between, the defense was very atrocious on the Lakers' part. And it wasn't until they switched to that zone midway in the fourth, before they started having any type of success against the Nuggets, because they were just carving us up like hot butter. That's how bad it was. Jerami Grant had his coming out party against us tonight. 26 points, 10 to 12 from the free throw line, 7 of 11 from the field, 2 steals. The guy was making his presence felt, guarding multiple players. He would jump from LeBron, jump to AD, run to a three-point shooter. He was all over the floor for them. He was their defensive specialist tonight. So yeah, we've got a fight on our hands now, because we came out lackluster and let this game slip away. We now invited a fight into our house, and I said last game that I felt like the Nuggets had caught our attention because we had to end up winning with a game-winning 3, but apparently not. Apparently not. I guess the Lakers felt like the Nuggets were going to come out and with their heads down after what happened, but they shouldn't have done that, because Denver has shown how resilient of a team they are. That's why I don't pay people or these analysts any mind that sit up here and talks about how sorry Denver is, or they have no chance in hell against the Lakers, because they're saying that to down the Lakers. And as soon as the Nuggets win, guess what's going to happen? They're going to clown us tomorrow, just like I said. The people that's been doubting us or secretly wanting us to fail, now they're going to come out and say, "Oh, the Lakers blew it. They must not be that good because they lost to Denver." No, give Denver credit like you always should have been giving Denver credit. That's how we gonna do this from now on. So you can't have it both ways. If you're gonna hate on the Lakers, be fair about it. You can't have it both ways like that. And I told y'all last game, I said we have to be careful. I said because Denver Nuggets have not had those hot games yet from 3-point range. And what happened? We ran into a Denver Nuggets team tonight that shot 38% from the 3-point line. And we were looking all lost, like we didn't know what to do. We got punched in the mouth and just didn't know what to do. And we also didn't have our 3-point game on tight tonight. Danny Green, I said that also. I said, what if we run into a hot shooting Denver Nugget team from behind the arc, and then Danny Green comes up with this trash performance, which he did tonight. On the floor, 20 minutes, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. Just trash, complete garbo. The money that we're paying him, I can understand if we was paying him some mid-level exception or something like that. This dude is getting paid dang near like a superstar with the bag he stole from us. And I've told y'all, I don't care whenever he has a good game, because it's going to be once every blue moon. I don't care. I'm not going to overhype him on that. His defense was atrocious tonight. He became unplayable in the fourth quarter. If y'all didn't watch closely, he was not in that game during that flurry run that we had. He just became unplayable. At the end of the day, I knew we had a loss coming in here somewhere. I was hoping for a sweep, but because of the way we came out with we came out with that Clipper mentality. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I hate comparing us to the Clippers, but the Clippers took the Denver Nuggets for a joke after they got a couple of wins. We really came out and did the same thing tonight. With the first 3 quarters, we came out thinking that those kids were going to back down. But those kids are hungry. They're like, no, we're not waiting the next year. We're not trying to wait the next year. We want it now. We don't care who we face. The Lakers have to be aware of that and knock those kids out while you have a chance. Now, we still have the psychological advantage up 2-1, but don't go into it with that type of mindset. Oh, we're up 2-1, so we can play around again. You see where that got the Clippers. You see where that got the Jazz. You cannot go in there with that mentality against this good team. I'm going to say great team, because that's what they are at this point. Compared to us, they're right up there with how good they are. Jamal Murray just proved that tonight. Jokic just proved that tonight. Their duo is nothing to be sneezed at. To be honest with you, Jamal Murray is really putting up a playoff run to remember. You dare say he's playing better in the playoffs than what Curry has ever had. I know that might be a little going out on a limb to say, but if you kind of think about it, Stephen Curry has great seasons, but he doesn't have all these memorable moments back to back to back the way Jamal Murray is putting up like this. All those 50-point games he was putting up in the first series. How he came back and on the Clippers. And what he just did tonight. The shots he was making. Falling back. I'm talking about guys draped over him. He's knocking it in with ease like it's nothing. Kudos to that kid for working on this game. He came out of that draft with Ingram and Simmons and Jaylen Brown. And he's showing the world that he deserves to be. He's trying to show the world that he deserves to be number 1 from that draft. That's the type of dog that Jamal Murray is playing with right now. So we better get it together, Lakers. We better get it together. LeBron, he ended up with a great stat line at the end of the game. You're going to say, oh, well, it wasn't his fault. But it was the whole team fault. And you as the captain, LeBron, you have to insert that level of energy into your teammates, especially when you sense that they're down. We had to look towards Dwight Howard or Rondo tonight to spearhead that energy. We need LeBron James to spearhead that energy and inject this team with that energy, ignite us. There was a time in the third quarter where I felt like LeBron could have put his foot on the gas when the Denver Nuggets started going on that run. And also there was a time in the fourth quarter where it got to like 5 points, 3 points, and I felt like he took like some gas shots, like I'm gassed, I'm tired, because they was running up and down the floor after that flurry of steals from Rondo. And you could tell after that little flurry of run that we had, there was some kind of questionable shots from the Lakers after that. After we kind of closed with the 3, it was like I think Kyle Kuzma took a hesitation 3 when he should have just took the first one, and I knew it was gonna be short coming out of his hand because he really didn't want to take the shot. LeBron James had a Jokic or somebody on him. I can't remember, it was a big or something, but he ended up taking one of those step back 3s, and I was like, no. It's a 3-point game. They cannot hold you. Either get in the post, work, operate from the post, or you get the switch on Jokic and you drive. Don't bail them out. This game could have easily still been in hand. As poorly as we played, this game was still in hand. Got to do better, Lakers. Got to do better, man. Anthony Davis, he had 27 points, which is an okay stat line. But I felt at times he got a little quiet or was kind of like fading away in the offense. Either it wasn't looking for him enough or he was just not demanding the ball enough. And it didn't help that Frank Vogel had Anthony Davis out almost dang near a whole quarter. I want to say this was like the second quarter. It was the second quarter. Frank Vogel had him out dang near the whole quarter. And I was like, what was that about? But tighten up. Tighten up, Lakers. I went on long enough. This video is long enough, so I'm going to stop it there. I hit all the main points that I wanted to get out today. But as always, if y'all enjoyed watching my channel, please like, share, and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.